MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, State Farm, and WeatherTech.
Hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 89. We're glad to have you with us. A lot of you regular viewers have seen the long-term test updates of our full-size Ford Bronco. Ford fans are pleased, but now the Chevrolet contingent has demanded equal time. We can't start a long-term road test of Chevy's Blazer, but we do have the next best thing. Let's take a look at Chevrolet's 4x4. In our '88 Ford Bronco road test, we said that the big Blazer lost comparison points because of its outdated styling. Well, that criticism no longer applies. The '89 Blazer has a stylish new nose, courtesy of Chevy's all-new full-size pickup. The facelift looks as good as anything rolling off of Ford lots. The other big exterior change can't be seen with the naked eye. Hiding under a slick new paint process is a more extensive use of galvanized steel for many body panels. Chevy is so confident that this will eliminate rust-through problems that it now offers a 6-year, 100,000-mile anti-corrosion warranty. There are a few minor trim changes as well, but otherwise from the rear it's the same tall, boxy shape that Chevy owners have loved for years. Changes follow a similar tact under the hood. The big stump-pulling 5.7-liter V8 remains, still making 210 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. Throttle body fuel injection was added to all Blazer 5.7 liters in 1987. For 1989, a serpentine accessory belt has been added for improved reliability. On our Blazer, power feeds through an optional 4-speed automatic transmission into a bulletproof 4-wheel drive system. A 4-speed manual comes as standard equipment. This test vehicle also came with optional auto-locking hubs, which saved us from getting covered with mud during some off-road jaunts. This made it easy to enjoy the Blazer's superior stability on rough terrain, especially if you order the heavy-duty suspension with quad front shocks. It soaks up the bumps much better than a dual-shock Blazer we drove in the bush last winter. A strong go-anywhere ability has always been one of the Blazer's strongest selling points. On conventional pavement, the big V8 pushes the Blazer from 0 to 60 in 9.7 seconds. The quarter mile takes 17.3 seconds at 78 miles per hour. Superior throttle response allows the Blazer to achieve a quicker launch than most big 4x4s. The engine is strong and even, with no dead spots anywhere in the power band. Handling is spotty, however, due to a twitchy rear end and dead steering. We've actually driven a trio of Blazers over the last year, and all exhibited a lot of truck-like front plow. However, the quad-shock heavy-duty suspension greatly reduces body roll when compared to the Blazer's standard suspension. The heavy-duty suspension is highly recommended, considering the Blazer has a lot of weight to push through emergency maneuvers. In braking, the Blazer fares well, but it could do better. Stopping distance averaged 140 feet from 60 miles per hour. That's acceptable for a big truck. Our greatest complaint is with an unsettling hard pull to the right. The brake pedal is easy to modulate, but requires a firm push to get results. Rear-wheel anti-lock brakes, as on Chevy's full-size pickup, are long overdue, but they won't show up here until next year at the earliest. An area where the Blazer doesn't need improvement is its spacious, comfortable interior. Granted, you have to climb up into this tall 4x4, but that goes with the territory. The dash is cleaner and neater than Ford's. Most controls are well placed for easy access while driving. The exception is a notchy 4x4 shifter. It's too long a reach to safely operate while on the move. Gauges, on the other hand, are as good as they get. They're clear and very comprehensive, better than we've come to expect in a utility vehicle. Seating comes in the form of comfortable high-back buckets. Back support is improved, and the velour coverings hold you in during tight corners. Heat and ventilation controls are standard GM truck, simple, well-marked, and functional. Delco's new 2000 series radios replace last year's rather archaic sound systems. A large center cargo box provides ample storage for all the small items you need on even the longest trips. One of our big criticisms of our long-term 1988 Ford Bronco was the poor rear seat access. While the '89 Bronco is better, it still trails the Blazer. The Blazer's passenger side front seat slides far forward for step-in access. Once in, there's plenty of space to stretch. If you intend to carry people in the back frequently, we recommend ordering the optional sliding rear windows. They provide excellent ventilation. Around back, there's plenty of cargo space, though the full-size spare does cut it down a bit. If more is needed, the rear seat folds out of the way. EPA mileage ratings for the Big Blazer are 13 city, 15 highway. Our test loop returns 16 miles per gallon, beating out the Bronco by 2 miles per gallon. The heavy-duty suspension adds little in road harshness, but reduces body sway significantly. So the Blazer is improved for $89, but the improvements don't come cheap. The base price is now $15,355. Our test vehicle topped out at $20,659 with all options. A sign of multi-purpose popularity, we guess, since by comparison, the Ford Bronco costs the same. It offers the same 5.7-liter engine size, but doesn't get as good mileage as the Chevy. However, the Bronco does have standard rear anti-lock brakes. The Blazer does offer updated styling. It also has superior big truck acceleration and off-road performance thanks to its King Kong V8. The spacious interior, good rear seat access, and better than Bronco gas mileage round out our list of hits. Misses start with the twitchy handling. We also object to the brake lockup, even though stopping distances were quite adequate. The Blazer is definitely a better vehicle for $89, and it has come quite a way towards matching the all-around appeal of the Bronco. And if Chevrolet, as expected, continues to improve its big 4x4 at the current rate, the 1990 Blazer should give Ford truck engineers many sleepless nights.